Good day, lovely people. How are you doing today? I am going to have a story time with you all. I have to tell you all what happened to my car because you know what? This could have possibly happened to your car. And what I'm talking about is rodents. They got into my car. So let me backtrack and tell you how I got to this point where I'm at now. Because if you saw my video before last, not my Mother Day's video, but my other video that I did, I showed you all my Moreno, and I was going to give you a full tour, but I can't give you a full tour because they took me out to Moreno, and now I'm in another loaner car, which is a Nissan Sentra. That's a 2024 Nissan Sentra. The Moreno was a 2023. I like the Moreno sunroof open so I could feel the wind blow. That type of stuff. Leather seats, heated seats, cool seats. I mean, I loved it. Now I'm in the Sentra, and I thank God for the car because, you know, I could have just be sitting here, you know, being told around by my kids and my husband, and I know what that felt like, and it did not feel good at all because my children, I love them dearly, but I don't understand because I waited on them hand and foot. So when they were young, growing up, I had to take them back and forward to practices in school and stuff like that. And when it comes to me now, my car, now I was like, Ma, I got something to do or this, that. So anyway, and then my husband, woo child. He was good to me though, but I think I got on his nerves more than he got on my nerves. But I was kind of calm because I didn't really need the car that much. I just need to get back and forth to work. I couldn't do my little tedious things because, like go to Home Goods and stuff. Couldn't do all of that. All right. So let's talk about why we're here today. Talking about these rodents that were in my car. Just to even say it out loud just doesn't make sense to me. So I've been living in my neighborhood for like 7 years. I bought my car the end of January. I bought a Rogue, a 2023 Nissan Rogue. Love the car. Nice car. Nice little SUV just for me. Like I said, my kids are grown. They all have their own cars. And sometimes I just tote me and my grandbaby around. Whatever. But it's a nice size truck, SUV for me, right? Notice that my lights came on like towards the end of February. I'm driving and bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like Christmas in my car. All the lights came on my dashboard. I said, what in the world's going on? This is a brand new car. Okay. So I called the dealership. They told me bring it on up. They put me in a loaner car. That was the end of February. Now we're into March. First week, we into March 2nd week, and now we into March 3rd week. So I've been in this car for like 4 weeks. Remember, the end of February, now it's the 3rd week of March. So they told me, they called me, they said, hey, we have your car, da 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 da. I said, okay, that's good. And they said, well, we realized that your wires was chewed up by some rodents. I'm fast forwarding it. I said, chewed up by rodents. I was like, okay. But you're going to have to pay for it. I said, damn, we're going to have to back up. Now I need to start asking some questions. What do you mean rodents ate my wife? How did the rodents get in my car? So they told me that I left my trunk open. I said, nope, wrong answer. Did not leave my trunk open. I'm a grown woman. Now I know sometimes we make mistakes. We forget. But who will forget to leave a trunk open? I know I wouldn't. They said, okay, well then you possibly had some food in the car. No, you obviously have my car and you said that it's clean. Oh yeah, your car is clean. Well, they got up from underneath the car and they ate your wires. I said, oh, okay. I said, so they got up, underneath the hood. Like, how did they get underneath my hood? They said, oh no, not your hood, your trunk. I said, my trunk? I said, you mean to tell me I had rodents in my trunk that I was driving around with? They said yes, they ate like $5,000 and $6,000 worth of damage. $5,000 and $6,000. Who's going to pay for that? They said, well, you could get your insurance company. They could pay for that. I said, I don't believe this story. I just could not believe this story. So I went on my neighborhood because we have a Facebook page where I live at. So I just put a random question out. Have you ever heard of rodents eating the wires in your car? So I got a lot of responses back and I didn't like those responses. I said, okay, Look, that happened to them. This is not my story. This is not my story at all. So I'm waiting. My insurance people, they sent me the check. They told me I would have to pay the $500 deductible. I said, okay, I could pay that versus what they said this problem is going to cause. So I said, okay, that's towards the end of March. That's towards the end of March. They sent me the check. I said, okay. So now I'm waiting for the dealership to call me back to tell me something about my car. The end of March came. First week of April came. Second week of April came. Third week of April came. I told my daughter to go up there because we had our women's conference. I needed to get some stuff out of my trunk that we were using for the women's conference. So she was like, Ma, your car is all the way in the back of the lot. Like all the way in the back of the lot. So I asked them, what are y'all planning on doing with my mother's car? They said, oh, we're going to fix it. It's a hard job. It's a real tedious job, but we're going to get it done. She was like, Ma, I don't even think they're going to even do your car no time soon. I said, okay, that's fine, because I'm driving the Moreno that I really wanted to purchase, but I just didn't have enough money, because that car payment was like super, super high. So I said, okay, well, God, I thank you for letting me drive around in this Moreno for the time that, I have it, They took me out the Moreno, and now I'm in a Nissan Sentra. This is May. We are in the third week of May, and I am still waiting for my car. But mind you, I am not calling them. I'm not pressing up on them, as my husband say. I'm not giving them the full court pressure. Not doing that. I am just enjoying car hopping. And that's what happened to my car. The rodents got in my trunk some kind of way. They say they went underneath. And I'm like, this is 2024. You all should be making these cars now to the point that nothing can get up underneath your hood or inside your trunk. So somebody said, well, your wires must be made out of soybeans because the mice, they attract, and the rodents or the rats or whatever got into that trunk, they attracted to the smell. And I said, okay. But I'm telling you, let me tell you something. When I have a gut feeling in my gut about anything, I stick to it. I do not believe that a rodent got into, I don't care what my neighbors have said that have happened to their car, past, present, don't care. I'm talking about my car. And I told them, I said, I have your truck parking it in the same parking spot where I park the truck that I brought. And nothing happened to your car. No rodents. Now, this is a Nissan Moreno. I have a Nissan Rogue. And if you're making these wires out of the same material, don't you think they would have came and smelt that too? That's why I feel in my gut that there's something fishy going on. They did something to my car. They did something to my car. And let me tell you something. God is going to reveal it. And when God revealed it, I'm going to tell y'all. They're going to tell me, they're going to say, you know what? You don't have to worry about paying. This was an error on us. I'm trying to tell you. One thing I do know about prayers, it worked. And one thing I do know that if you have a relationship with God, He will give you discernment. And He will let you know when something is not right. You understand what I'm saying? Something is not right. Yes, I heard it through my Facebook neighborhood page that they say that this is a thing that happened around this neighborhood, but I just don't believe it happened to my car. Something else happened to my car. Because mind you, my car was sitting up there for 4 weeks before they told me that the rodents got in my trunk. What do you think? What do you think? 4 weeks before you could tell me what was wrong with my car, and then you tell me what was wrong with my car. I'm not buying it. So that's the story of why I'm still in a loaner car. This is car 2. Car 2. So comment down below if this had ever happened to you. That rodents have truthfully got into your trunk and ate your wires, because that's not my story. I'm not even sticking with that. They did something to my car. But if it happened to you, tell me what did you did. Tell me how you had to fix it. And tell me also what was that next step that you did so they would not come back to your car and destroy your wires again. Because again, that's not my story. And I'm sticking to that. Like, comment, and subscribe to my